Hello and welcome to today's class. Today in this video we are going to see about the topic the life and struggles of Nelson Mandela and life in South Africa today. Let's see the introduction. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, politician and philanthropist who served as President of South Africa from 10 May 1994 to 16 June 1999. He was the country's first black president and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. His government focused on ending the ruthless legacy of apartheid. Nelson Mandela served as the 11th President of African National Congress ANC party from 1991 to 1997. He was the 19th Secretary General of the Non-Aligned Movement from 1998 to 1999. He spent 27 years in prison for opposing apartheid, the policy by which the races were separated and whites were given more power over the blacks in South Africa. He received more than 250 honors, including the Nobel Peace Prize and the US Presidential Medal of Freedom. He is held in deep respect within South Africa, where he is often referred to by his Thembu clan name Madiba and described as father of the nation.
Early life. Mandela was born on 18th July 1918 in the village of Mvizo in Umtata, which is a part of South Africa's Cape Province. A Xhosa speaker, Mandela was born to the Thembu royal family in Mvizo. He was given the forename Rolihlahla, a Xhosa term which means troublemaker. In later years, he became known by his clan name Madiba. However, when he went to school, his teacher gave him the name Nelson because she could not pronounce his African name. Mandela's early life was dominated by traditional Thembu custom and taboo. Nelson Mandela spent his childhood in his mother's kraal in the village of Kunu, where he tended herds as a cattle boy and spent much time outside with other boys. When Mandela was about 9, his father came to stay at Kunu, where he died of undiagnosed alignment.
Mandela's education. Nelson Mandela's mother Nosikani Fanny sent him to the local Methodist school when he was about 7 years old. He did his secondary education at Clarkebury Methodist High School in Enkobo, a Western-style institution that was the largest school for black Africans in Thembuland, where he completed his junior certificate in 2 years. In 1937, he moved to Hilltown, the Methodist college in Fort Beaufort, which was attended by most Thembu royalty. Mandela spent much of his spare time at Hilltown as a long-distance runner and boxer.
In 1939, Nelson Mandela began work on a BA degree at South African Native College, later the University of Fort Hare, an elite black institution in Alice, Eastern Cape with around 150 students. But he was expelled after a year because of protesting against the quality of food in the college. To continue his BA degree, Mandela joined the University of South Africa and he got graduated. Mandela studied law at the University of the Witwatersrand and he later passed the qualification exam to become a lawyer. He became a lawyer in the year 1942.
This is the photograph of Nelson Mandela taken in Umtata in 1937. The image presented here represents University of Fort Hare, where Nelson Mandela got expelled due to the protest against quality of food. This is the University of South Africa where Nelson Mandela completed his BA degree. The image shown here is the University of Witwatersrand where Nelson Mandela studied law.
Problems in South Africa. Most South African people are black, but there are also many white people who live there too. White and black people spent years fighting over land. When Mandela was growing up, black people had little say in how South Africa was run, and most of them worked as servants or in factories and coal mines. Problems in South Africa. In 1948, the South African government made new laws to keep white people and black people apart. This new system was called the apartheid. Apartheid is a system that divides the people and labeled them on the basis of their race and skin color. A white person and a black person could not marry, they could not share a table in a restaurant or even sit together on a bus. Trains, buses, taxis, hotels, hospitals, beaches, cinema halls, public toilets were all separate for the whites and the blacks. The non-whites did not have voting rights. Black children and white children even went to separate schools.
Joining of ANC. Nelson Mandela joined the African National Congress in 1944 and was engaged in resistance against the ruling National Party's apartheid policies after 1948. Mandela and a man named Oliver Tambo set up South Africa's first black law firm. The African National Congress Youth League (ANCYL) is a part of the ANC for younger people. This foundation was created to put an end to apartheid in Africa. Mandela led the young people in ANC. The ANC wanted black South Africans to have the same rights as white South Africans. They protested against the government, but this was too dangerous. In 1956, Mandela and 155 others were arrested for treason and Mandela spent 5 years in prison. After a trial lasting 5 years, he was set free in 1961. The image that you are able to see is the ANC's tricolor flag, in which black represents people, green represents land, gold represents resources of Africa. These are the images of anti-apartheid movement.
Sharpeville Massacre. The Sharpeville Massacre occurred on 21 March 1960 at the police station in the South African township of Sharpeville in Transvaal. African National Congress (ANC) and Pan-Africanist Congress (PAC) took a part in an anti-pass campaign in early 1960 in which Africans burned the passes that were legal or obliged to carry. On 21 March 1960, the South African police opened fire on the group of people who were peacefully protesting against the apartheid pass laws. As a result, 69 people were killed, including 8 women and 10 children, and 180 injured, including 31 women and 19 children. Many were shot in the back as they turned to flee, causing some to be paralyzed. This incident brought international condemnation of the government and resulted in rioting throughout South Africa, with Mandela publicly burning his pass in solidarity. Since 1994, 21 March has been commemorated as Human Rights Day in South Africa. UNESCO marks 21 March as the early International Day for the elimination of racial discrimination in memory of the massacre. These are some images of Sharpeville Massacre, which occurred on 21 March 1960, in which 69 people were killed and 180 people were wounded.
Arrest and Rivonia trial. On 5 August 1962, Mandela was arrested after living on the run for 17 months and was jailed in Johannesburg Marshall Square prison. On 25 October 1962, Mandela was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Police officers arrested prominent ANC leader on 11 July 1963 at Lily's Leaf Farm, which was located at the north of Johannesburg. The Rivonia trial began at Pretoria Supreme Court in October, with Mandela and his comrades charged with 4 counts of sabotage and conspiracy to violently overthrow the government. On 12 June 1964, Justice D. Wade found Mandela and 2 of his co-accused guilty on all 4 charges. Although the prosecution had called for the death sentence to be applied, the judge instead condemned them to life imprisonment. Mandela's Rivonia trial speech. The speech given by Nelson Mandela on Rivonia trial is as follows. I have fought against white domination and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons will live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to see realized. But if it needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
Imprisonment. Nelson Mandela was imprisoned on Robben Island, where he remained for the next 18 of his 27th year in prison. While in jail, his reputation grew and he became widely known as the most significant black leader in South Africa. He was initially classified as the lowest grade of prisoner, Class D, meaning that he was permitted 1 visit and 1 letter every 6 months. In prison, Mandela undertook study with the University of London by correspondence through its external program and received the degree of Bachelor of Laws, LLB. Now we are able to see some pictures of the jail, which is located in Robben Island. In April 1982, Mandela was transferred from Robben Island to Pollsmoor Prison in Tokai, Cape Town, along with other senior ANC leaders. Getting on well with Pollsmoor's commanding officer, Brigadier Munro, Mandela was permitted to create a roof garden. The first meeting between Mandela and the National Party government came in November 1985. When Kobe Coetzee met Mandela in York's Hospital in Cape Town, where Mandela was recovering from prostate surgery. Mandela's 70th birthday in July 1988 attracted international attention, including a tribute concert at London's Wembley Stadium that was televised. In December 1988, Mandela was moved to Victor Verster Prison near Paarl. He was housed in the relative comfort of a warder's house with a personal cook. While there, he was permitted many visitors and organized secret communications with exiled ANC leader Oliver Tambo. For the first time in 20 years, photographs of Mandela were allowed to be published in South Africa.
Release. On 2nd February 1990, State President Clark reversed the ban on the ANC and other anti-apartheid organizations and announced that Mandela would shortly be released from prison. Mandela was released from Victor Verster Prison in Paarl on 11 February 1990, leaving Victor Verster prison on 11 February. Mandela held Winnie's hand in front of crowds and press. On the way of his release, Mandela made a speech to the nation. He declared his commitment to peace and reconciliation with the country's white minority. He also said that his main focus was to bring the black majority and give them the right to vote in both national and local elections.
At the conference of ANC. In 1991, the first national conference of ANC held inside South Africa after the organization had been banned in 1960. Mandela was elected as the president of African National Congress ANC, while his lifelong friend and colleague Oliver Tambo became organization's national chairperson.
Mandela as President of South Africa. Nelson Mandela became the first black president in South Africa in May 1994. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress ANC party won 252 out of 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. One of Mandela's trademark was his use of batik shirts known as Madiba shirts. Now we are able to see the image of the place where the inauguration ceremony took place. Mandela often prefers to wear Madiba shirts even on formal.
Retirement. Nelson Mandela decided not to stand for a second term in office. He gave his farewell speech to Parliament on 29 March 1999 when it adjourned prior to the 1999 general elections, after which he retired. Retiring in June 1999, Mandela aimed to lead a quiet family life divided between Johannesburg and Kunu. In 2004, Mandela announced that he was retiring from retirement and repeating from his public life, although his charitable work continued. He started many social and human rights organizations. Mandela is a vocal supporter for SOS Children Villages, the world's largest organization dedicated to raising orphaned and abandoned children.
Awards and honors. Over the course of his life, Mandela was given over 250 awards, accolades, prizes, honorary degrees, and citizenships in recognition of his political achievements. He was awarded the Nobel Prize together with F.W. de Klerk in 1993. He was given the Order of Merit and the Order of St. Johnson from Queen Elizabeth II. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom from George Washington Bush in 1993. In 2001, he became the first living person to be made an honorary Canadian citizen. In 1990, he received the Bharat Ratna Award from the Government of India and also received Lenin Peace Prize from Russia.
Nelson Mandela's quotes. It always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up.
The death of a hero. After suffering from a prolonged respiratory infection, Mandela died on 5th December 2013 at the age of 95 at his home in Hongtown, surrounded by his family.
Facts about Nelson Mandela. His autobiography, A Long Walk to Freedom, was published in 1994. It was made into a movie in 2013. A hobby of his was boxing. He boxed as a youth and was a fan as an adult. In 2009, the United Nations proclaimed Nelson Mandela's birthday to be Nelson Mandela International Day.